It's time for the Giz Wiz with man's maddest writer, Dick DeBartolo. This is episode 1859, recorded Tuesday, November 23rd, 2021. Tests and Teslas. On this episode of the Giz Wiz, Dickie D builds his own shoe rack, a cheap, inexpensive at-home COVID test. I have the last of my travel gadgets, and did somebody say self-driving cars? All next on the Giz Wiz!
It's the same old show with Dickie D and OMG chat on your PC. It's time for the Giz Wiz because gadgets are his business. They've got a gizmo sickness, geek disease, under pathology, rows and rows of USBs, glowing LEDs. Get ready for the Giz Wiz now.
Now! And here he is, our self-driving host, Dick DeBartolo.
And quick change artist.
You are. Oh my gosh, you got the shirt?
I had to buy something.
Oh my gosh, you got the, wow, that is the Minecraft marathon that happened 2 weeks ago.
And the funny thing is they said, I bought it and they said, we can have it to you by Thursday last week. But it came Friday.
Oh, boo.
So.
Boo.
That's okay.
At least it came. But not in time for the show. That's awesome. And the turkey hat. You are a quick change artist.
Yep. 2 turkeys this week for everybody. Our show, and then another turkey on Thursday.
I hope you started thawing that a few days ago. Otherwise, you'll have a chilly head. That is awesome. Thank you so much for getting the shirt. That's really cool.
Oh, no, it's great. It's great. I like it.
Thank you.
And I got a long sleeve one because I knew it would be going into winter.
It's fall. And we always do that marathon around the fall. So next year, if you want to, reuse the shirt.
Oh, yeah, I can do it. Does it have a date on? I'll have a magic marker and I can make it 2020.
Oh, yeah.
I'll have Dennis get some white paint.
Right. It'll be vintage next year. That's great. That's awesome. So what's been up with you over this last week?
Well, you're going to see something we're doing in the warehouse in our first video. But I have not a what the heck is it, but what do you think this is? Okay. So I was doing some packing up today of a Mad Books and some Mad people who won the What the Heck Is It, and someone who had done a gadget warehouse. And I was packed everything up, and then I turned to go to the post office, and I see this on the floor.
What?
And
is the tiles been rubbed off or something? Is that something on it?
It's something on it. No, yeah, something on it. It looks like I was going to call and say, Dennis, when you were leaving, did you drop a box of salt?
Right.
And
he pulled a Morton's girl in your hallway here.
Yeah. So
you don't happen to have a beach near you in New York City, do you?
No, I don't. But I suddenly hit something and I heard more of this pouring out. Oh. And you are not going to believe where this came from. Are you ready?
Sure. What could it be?
It is what they put in Scotch tape dispensers to make it heavy.
Oh my gosh. Wow. Oh, that is so funny.
Because now, if you went to pull the Scotch tape, this would go flying all over the place.
It all fell out. There's a hole on the bottom of it. There, it looks like.
Yes, there is. There are 2 of these covers, and one of them fell off.
They fill
these with sand.
Huh.
Pack and W says, I have the same tape dispenser, but with the sand.
Mine's slightly more heavier. Yeah, they fill them up at the store.
Oh, no. Yes.
Go ahead. Oh, you let all the magic.
Scooter Rex said, you let the magic sand fall out.
They fill those up at the store to make sure to save on shipping costs. So that sand's probably local,
Oh, that's very funny. Yeah. Next, to save more money, it'll say, before using this dispenser, go to the beach.
Yes. Yes.
Open the little black tab and fill it with sand.
If sand can't be found, dirt is an appropriate alternative.
Exactly. All these years, who knew? I don't know if they've been using it all these years, but
interesting.
how bizarre, isn't it?
Yeah. That is crazy.
Anyway, how are you?
I'm good. Let me think. Did anything crazy happen over the few days? We're recording early because of Thanksgiving. I have to head off to Austin to see my family. Well, there is something that is one of my gadgets. I have an extra. I have a chat extra this week, and I have definitely been playing around with it, which is, I will tease it now. The Tesla full self-driving beta came out. So. Or I was able to get it. So I've been testing that out quite a lot, driving around. Any chore I can think of. I'm like, is the pet food running low? Time to go make a drive. And then, I get back. I'm like, do I need to fill a prescription? Time to take another drive. I'm not, merging anything. I'm just doing everything individually. Back to the house, out, back to the house. So yeah.
Okay. I can't wait to see the video.
Yeah.
Is the car out driving by itself now?
Yeah, right now it should be back in about 15 minutes.
Okay.
I went to get a tire pedicure, and it'll be back here in about 15. So yeah. Yeah, and other than that, nothing much. Just the same old, same old. Of course, the crunch before the holidays is happening. Currently, because I just got back from a week-long thing,
yes,
and then I'm leaving for Thanksgiving. And December is traditionally the best month for YouTube videos. Everybody buys ads in December, trying to sell stuff to everybody. So ad revenue normally goes up in December, and then in January, it plummets.
It plummets.
In January, there's like no money to be made on YouTube. So it's a crunch. It's definitely a crunch time right now for videos.
So do you make ad videos?
So not necessarily, no. Sometimes I will, but in general, 98% of the videos that I make have no ads integrated into the video. I don't have to manage anything. 98% of my videos, I upload ad-free, but then through the YouTube dashboard, I can say, place ads on this video, and they'll place ads next to the video, on top of the video, before the video, after the video, that sort of thing. So I don't have to do any, management other than turning it on for the video.
Great.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah. So
perfect.
Whew, that's what's been going on for me. Work. But we got some awesome stuff to cover.
We do, and
this week.
Well, let's jump in.
Let's do it
with Gadget 1.
But the warehouse always looking for more shelf space to put things on. So I went to Amazon and I found the Himini 10-tier shoe rack. And then in the reviews, people said you don't have to use it for shoes. It's for any sort of boxes or whatever. But it's a nice design tip that the place for the shoe rack is in your living room, right between the sofa and the lamp. So that way, when people come in, you can show off your shoe rack, okay? A little worried that this shoe rack, which is 5.5 feet tall, is in this box.
It looks like a lot of assembly is required.
Yes.
Obviously not.
Well,
enough.
you'll see.
Okay. And we're going to see what we get.
We're going to make IKEA jealous here.
The top, part of it says stainless steel. I think, whoa.
They shipped the plumbing kit by mistake.
Yes.
But wait, there's more.
Jeez. Where are the shelves?
Holy cow.
Yeah, that's right.
Where are the
these-
shelves?
I don't see. Oh, there they are. Here they are.
But they're at the bottom. This is more work than a Lego set.
We'll see you after
Oh my
Thanksgiving.
God.
Yeah.
See you after Thanksgiving.
There. Wait a minute. These 10 shelves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay.
All right, so it does say that the shelves are a waterproof, non-woven fabric.
So what we're going to do, it's not going to assemble it here because then I'll have to carry it to the warehouse. But since it's easy to show stuff off here, we opened it. We decided to start the construction here in Disneyland because there's really no place in the warehouse to put stuff down. But amazingly, this is the entire instruction sheet, okay? So it's not that bad. There are only 3 size rods, okay? And these plastic things over here, they're basically all the same. Outside of some end caps when you're done making it, these are all exactly the same. So we're going to just assemble one shelf here. It should be easy. Obviously, the only rods that can go in here are these long ones, okay? And unless that turns out to be a big problem sliding them through.
In the future,
Which,
all furniture will be
we'll know
made
in a
like
minute.
this.
Yeah, exactly.
Could you imagine a
Well,
couch?
Tech and W
Like a
says it.
cloth kind of
At
thing.
least they were kind enough
They're
to
definitely
put
from the
rubber
weight,
bands around
there
the
ain't no
different
stainless
sizes.
steel around here. And then I'm
stainless
assuming
steel they ain't.
that one of these will go
More
on.
like 10.
Okay, we're just going to press that on. All right. And we'll press one on the other end. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, non-woven. Were they
Give me some.
woven by nuns? Not exactly.
Unwoven.
Leverage. All right.
It's like the Amish.
And
Yes.
then we'll do the same over here. All right. And then this is going to get this.
And you
then we have to
really
stretch the
need
shelf
a
out a bit.
hammer because
Yeah.
To get that.
Those
into that.
rods.
You got to push them in, and that looks
yes,
really
and
tight.
they're not exactly
Perfect.
machined.
What could be better than this? So things might slip off. So this isn't this old house, okay? So it works better. It works better if these are facing in the same direction.
Oh, yeah, those are. Yeah, you got.
You know, it's so funny.
You got some that are
because
going up, some that are going
when
down.
I got this out of the box, I thought, I wonder if there's a funny way to assemble this so it looks ridiculous.
You found it.
And then out of the blue, I did it. That is a riot. Okay. So now we're going to turn this around so it faces the same way. Okay. So we're at the warehouse, and this is our unit over here. Now, we actually made a mistake building it, but we're leaving it because we kind of like it better. See these long, these are the medium-sized rods, okay? They are the spaces for the shelves. Well, when we started building it, we used them at the bottom, but we like it because there's one wide shelf down here, okay? But it means that we can't build the top 2 shelves, which is also good because I don't want to go much higher than this to reach stuff. All in all, if you build one, make sure you have a hammer handy, okay? Getting these rods into these plastic pieces can be difficult, and we did it by building a shelf and pushing it against the brick walls. A hammer would have been easy just to tap things in. But for like $32, this is really nice. Very lightweight.
but I think very useful. I'm going to get one for my bedroom at home.
You need one for the living room based off of the Amazon photos.
Yes, that's right. That's right. So also, it's so funny. It's one of those Murphy's Law thing. There has never been construction in the warehouse while we're there. When we started doing that video, you could hear in the background.
Yeah,
they start drilling in another locker, like 4 lockers down. Then it said, "How is this humanly possible?" And we did find out something that's not mentioned anywhere in the directions. Those little plastic pieces, one of them is a 1/4 inch longer. There are 3 slots. One of them is a 1/4 inch longer than the other. And the interesting thing is, this photograph is really not what ours are clear plastic.
Right.
And these show that they're white, and also the ones here, one side is really longer than the other. You can see, so the long part points down. Ours are slightly different joiners, and in one part it says stainless steel, but in another part of the description it just says steel. Anyway, for $32. This is not bad.
And make sure you put it in the living room next to your rug and pillow.
Exactly.
Credenza
And there was one tip that I wish I had read earlier. It said if you want a higher shelf, just don't put the shelf in one set of connectors. So that's an easier way to make one shelf 2 shelves high.
Yeah,
is just leave out that non-woven fabric. But they got pretty good ratings, 4.4.
And shelving is not cheap. I'm always like blown away at how expensive shelves can be.
Yes. Yeah.
So this is someone broke it apart. Now they have 2.
Yeah, it says you can make 2 5-shelf units, but be aware. I mean, it doesn't matter. There's only 4 end caps, so one shelf will have end caps to protect the floor, and your other unit of 5 shelves will not.
Yeah.
But anyway.
The photos are still
Isn't that
getting
funny?
me.
Dennis was the one that caught that. He said, "Why are they displaying it in a living room?"
Maybe it's just such a big closet that you need a lounge area in that closet.
Oh, that could be it. Oh, that could be that.
Such a luxurious location.
Must be one of those Texas homes.
And if you're that type of person, you're definitely going to be buying the $30 shoe shelf. Oh my God, Dickie D, did you realize you saved yourself $95?
Why does it say regularly?
No, look at this. With expert assembly, plus 95.
Oh, I see. Oh, okay.
You wouldn't spend $95 to get someone out there to assemble it for you?
What, are they kidding me?
Good thing you didn't accidentally click that. That would have been embarrassing.
No.
Oh my gosh.
That's right.
Okay, well.
Anyway, okay.
The next gadget is my gadget, and I kind of teased it earlier. So Tesla has a full self-driving beta out. And a few things to mention before I play the video is I've been thinking of it as this full self-driving beta because that's how everyone describes it. But Tesla themselves calls it auto steer on city streets, which I guess can kind of put it more in perspective. It's not quite full self-driving yet. So in order to get this beta, I had to first enroll into the beta, and then go through a process of a safety score. So it would watch my driving, and it would algorithmically assign me a safety score. And I finally got that up to 99, and they've released it to people who have 99 or better. So that's how I was able to get the full self-driving. So here is a quick video, just kind of a quick take of some of the full self-driving beta. So here we go.
Oh, great.
Hey Diggity, so here we are inside of the Tesla, and we are going to be testing out full self-driving beta. So what is full self-driving beta? This is the ability to drive on city streets, taking right-hand, left-hand turns, stopping at stop signs, stopping at stoplights, and basically fully driving the car. Tesla's been able to drive on highways for a while now. So let's say we want to use it. What do we do? Well, first we head on over to the car and we type in a destination. So I'm going to put in one of my favorite pie places, and it's just down the road, Emporium Pies. Ooh. So it's going to give us a route to take. I've already brought the car out of, so if it was in park, then you would throw it into drive, and up here when there is a little symbol of a wheel like that, it can start driving for us. I'm gonna check there's no one that we're gonna bump into, so I'm gonna activate it by hitting down on the stalk twice, boop, boop, and now it is activated. It's gonna pull out of our spot right here and start driving. And so I'm gonna narrate kind of everything that I'm noticing is happening on the screen. You still do have to have your hand on the wheel and are available to take over at any time, and I can do that. It's avoiding this VW nicely. There's a person up here at the stop sign, so hopefully we don't run over them. And now it has to take a left turn, and this is kind of a really sharp left turn at a stop sign. And I'm looking, it looks clear. It's saying it's creeping forward. So this will happen, this little pop-up down here. It'll pop up, tell me a few things that it's doing as it tries to execute the drive. And right there it was saying creeping forward for visibility. It does that a lot at stop signs, especially when it's not confident about what it's seeing. And especially there, it was very difficult, even for me. I have to crane my neck behind me to see what's going on. So making a good stop at this stop sign, driving forward with confidence here. And as you can see, the visualization is really nice. You'll notice when we get down more into the downtown area, we're in the arts district of Dallas, that it will render people, it will render cars. We have a child on a bike here. They're stopped. Look, it even shows them on a bike. For a moment, It shows them on a bike. The visualization does kind of pop in and pop out as we move along. We're about to take a right-hand turn at this stop sign. And this is a wider street. If I remember, there's street parking on this street. We also have a car right here that's trying to back out of their spot. So we've stopped at the stop sign kind of far back. I personally would have gone a little bit more forward. It says, once again, creeping forward for visibility. There's a car on the other side, and we are clear to go. There we go, and it takes the turn. Avoid the middle lane. We got street parking along the side. And as you can see, this does a very good job of rendering what's going on. Coming up next, we have a really difficult turn. We have a right-hand turn followed immediately by a left-hand turn. We need to be in that lane, by the way, and the car isn't there. Now we're in the wrong turn lane. Okay, car, it's okay. You made a mistake. You made a mistake, and we needed to turn right. I don't know what it's going to do here. Unfortunately, this Tesla is not moving and just ran the thing for all of us. I think it's going to try to scoot in after this minivan. Nope, it's not. I think I'm going to have to take over here and just force it to go to the left because it did not get in the correct lane. And this left lane is a left turn only lane.
Can't
be
waiting here all day. Looking behind me, there's a truck, and then there's, I think it's given up. There's a truck, and then there's a car. You can also see that on the visualization. It has this blinker to go right, but it's telling me on the cookie crumb trail here that it's going to go left, and we still have a red light, so who knows what is going to happen. There's no one after, there's a Prius after this truck.
And no one after me.
I would have disengaged by now. I would have taken over. I would have probably taken the left and just gone the block, or I would have disengaged back there. But before we got into this crummy situation, but for the video, I wanted to just see what it would do. And it looks like this Prius may let me in, but I feel like this red light is really gonna throw off. Okay, we have a yellow on the cross street. We're gonna get a green here. And if this car does not, I'm pushing on the gas and disengaging so I can get in front of this Prius. And then right here, this is I'm gonna re-engage, and we have an arrow. You can see it's not being very confident. I'm pressing on the gas here to get it through this intersection.
There we go. Okay, we're through. Now we're in an area with a lot of people. So my foot is over the brake. I can guarantee you. We have a couple that's wanting to cross here, and the car stopped all on its own. I didn't do anything there. And you can see the visualization is really cool. It's really, really neat. No one is here. I would start, if it was me driving, I would have pushed through this intersection already, because those people look like they might want to go. And they're waiting on me, but my car's being very hesitant, very hesitant. I'm gonna press the gas just to get me through that intersection. There we go. And the destination, one of my favorite pie places, is just right up here. We have one more stop sign to get through. And once again, this is a very busy intersection, 4-way stop with people crossing. We have a family over there, foot over the brake. One car crossing. This is waiting our turn because it's that car's turn. And if it was me, I would have tried to confidently push through before this family wants to cross. It's being very hesitant, and we're here. I'm gonna cancel this destination because currently what it'll do is it'll just stop in the middle of the street. It does not find parking for you or anything like that. We have a man walking in the middle of the road. And so if I cancel the destination, it's just gonna keep driving. It's just gonna drive forward. As if it was in normal autopilot, like on a street. It'll just keep you in your lane, keep you moving forward. So that's what it's going to do here in the city. So hope you got a taste of autopilot. We did have to disengage, especially at that one light that it was not working out well for us. Back to you guys in the studio. Okay.
Where's the pie?
I did not stop and out and go get pie.
Oh, no.
I should have thought of that.
You know, what time of day and day of the week? It seems like an awful lot of people when you got downtown.
Yeah, that was, it was right before sunset. And let me remember, what day was that? I think it was Friday was the day that I recorded.
Wow, that's like a crowded part of town.
Yeah.
With people.
Yeah. Yes. Yes. And so some things from the chat, some people were saying that it was going very fast. And I think the speed limit in that neighborhood was 25. And you can change all sorts of settings. And I have my setting to go 3 miles an hour above the speed limit by default. So it was driving around at 28 miles an hour, but the speed limit was 25 miles an hour. And I feel like the wide angle lens made it seem like it was moving a lot faster than it was. And another thing, especially rewatching this, is it's really hard to tell while watching the video all the context. There was a few times where I said, it's not really moving confidently through this intersection. And it's just, maybe it's just muscle memory because I'm sitting in the front seat. It's like, if it was me, I'd be pushing through this much faster. You know, now I'm like, why aren't you going, Tesla? Let's go, let's move it. So yeah, so I don't know if that if you could tell that through the video. So the way to get that is obviously to do the beta and all that stuff. But also you need to have purchased full self-driving capability on your car. So when I got my car, I didn't buy the full self-driving, and I was able to squeak in this like 2-week window where that capability was $2,000. So I bought that capability for $2,000. If you were to buy it today, that cost $10,000.
Oh my gosh.
And essentially, it's just an in-app purchase. Every car made has the cameras, the sensors, the computer to do it. You just have to buy that in-app purchase to enable all of that capability.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's pretty expensive. And that capability also includes auto parking. So it'll do your parallel parking for you, and it can even do like sideways T parking. I don't know how normal parking.
Right.
And it'll also do navigate on autopilot, which is the turning on during like taking on ramps and off ramps, changing lanes, that sort of stuff. So that is all encompassed in that price. So yeah, you can program it to break the law. People are saying, I'm breaking the law, going 3 miles an hour above the speed limit. Yes, you can.
Can you program it to change your license plate number in case you do something bad?
Not
change
yet.
license plate to
That's a different in-app purchase.
Arkansas.
Exactly. So yeah, that's full self-driving. If anyone has any questions.
So give it a score. Give it a star score, with 10 being
the
top.
best. So currently, I would say it's about at a 6. Another thing that I should mention is even in between recording that video and today, which is what, 4 days, there's already been another new update, and people are raving about how much better it is. So that's the thing with this, is it is beta, and they are constantly updating. And so already I have a new version of full self-driving on my car, and so it is being updated really, really, really fast.
Okay.
So yeah, I'd say 6. I don't think I have gone a full normal drive, like from my house to a destination, without needing to disengage at least once, if not twice. I would say twice is a normal amount of me needing to take over. And that could, and in general, it's not that it's being dangerous. It's that if I let full self-driving do what it wanted to do, it would just be annoying to everybody else on the road.
Okay.
And that's mostly, it hasn't really done anything that is like terrifyingly dangerous to me at all, but it has done stuff that just isn't acceptable behavior on the road. It'll slow down for stuff it shouldn't slow down for. It'll take turns incredibly slowly when it should just, confidently take a turn. That sort of stuff. Is when I normally am like, I just cannot manage this. And then today, yesterday was the update, but I installed mine today. They have, in order to be part of the beta, and I saw this shared twice in the chat room, you have to agree to allow them to take recordings of the outside of your car and the inside of your car if there is a emergency. So if something happened where you got in an accident, you're giving Tesla permission to look at the video, like what happened here. And there is a camera inside of the car, so you have to be aware of that. So yeah, I think that's
Okay.
It's funny. I'm reading chat and make sure there's there's nothing. So absolutely no sleeping. Absolutely no sleeping yet in the front seat. There's different levels of car automation where 5 is like, I don't even need a steering wheel because it's so smart. I think Tesla is currently at 2.
Okay.
And so it's not there yet. It is nice. It is, and this is true with if I know you don't drive that much, so you may be thinking like, if you still have to babysit it, is it worth it? I agree. I like it. I do like it a lot, and especially city situations. I'm just so alert that it doesn't. I would say it's almost the same as me just driving because I'm so like on edge with stuff that happens in the city. On the highway though, it's amazing because it takes away driver fatigue. I can go for a lot longer when I'm on autopilot. I feel like I'm safer because I'm not necessarily keeping my car straight in the lines, and I can I can look at the edge of the road to make sure a deer's not popping out. Instead of focusing only on keeping my car inside the lines, I can actually scan for more dangers than normal. So for that sort of stuff, I do like it. So there we go. Tesla, full self-driving.
Excellent.
Back to you for the third gadget.
Okay, so an interesting thing about I got this email from Wise. You probably got it too. That they were selling COVID tests, 2 for like $15. Did you get that?
I didn't.
Anyway, I immediately jumped on. I ordered like 3 of them, but when it came to check out, nothing ever came up. And I tried 3 days in a row, and I thought, I guess so many people are trying to buy this that it doesn't let me purchase it. And then strangely, there was a Showstoppers virtual meeting, and the kit that Wise sells is branded iHealth. And so I went to the meeting and they demonstrated it. And then I spoke to the PR lady and I said, are you part of WISE? And they said, no, they just buy kits from us. I said, I try to order some. She said, well, I'll send you a couple of kits.
Nice.
So she sent me the kits, and this is what it's like to take one of their tests.
This is the iHealth COVID-19 antigen rapid test. Okay, results in 15 minutes. So we're going to look at what's in the box. Now there are you get two tests. One history, one geography. No, none of that. All right.
I didn't study.
You get two of these. And you get, there should be another swab. You get two swabs. You get the instruction sheet. Okay. And you need need the little testing pad, which is probably in here. Okay, there it is, with the little COVID testing pad. All right. And the reason that there are two tests is that if you want to be if you want to be sure, you take the test twice, okay? So you should take the test, get the results, wait 24 hours, and take the test again. And it's in the instructions. Don't wait more than 48 hours. So actually, what we're doing now is the second test, just so we can see the result for this time should be like proof positive. All right, so we're going to begin. Okay, collect sample or remove the swab from the package. We did that. Be careful not to touch the tip of the swab. Gently insert up to 3/4 of an inch and slowly brush 5 times around the nostril. Huh?
I'm bending down. You don't see anything gross.
Okay. Do the other nostril. Okay. We did that. Then take one of these and tap it on the table. Then remove the orange cap.
Have you done this at home, Chad, yet?
I have done one at home, but not
Insert the
this
swab
one.
and stir 15 times, okay?
Yeah, that's not how the other
along the bottom.
Abbott Buy Next Now one works.
Oh, okay.
Huh?
It's a little different, but it's all basically the same. You got to put it in a solution.
That's got to be enough.
Then squeeze it
Then-
dry.
You squeeze the bottom of this as you pull the swab out. I'm going to do it again. So what you're doing is you're trying to pull the liquid off the swab, okay? I'm pulling it out. And this is the second test, so I can tell you this. I thought the swab was the test. It's not, okay? So the swab, you saved the package to put the swab in there. Now,
To throw out. You're saving
Tube
it
has
just to throw
two
the swab
caps.
out.
now you take the second cap off, the white cap, and you put 3 drops into this little window here, okay? So I'm going to 1, 2.
Oh, you're right, Mr.
3.
Dave said I should have had my
Okay.
lab coat on.
And
Right.
then you wait 15 minutes, okay?
This is where we wait for
So-
Dick. This is where we wait
I
for
lived
Dick's
in
antigen
Brooklyn
test to come
for
back.
the first 19 years. No, I'll say. All right, we'll come back in 15 minutes. Actually, 20 minutes have passed. You can go up to half an hour. So 20 minutes have passed. I don't have the instructions open, but I remember that if there's a line only under the T, the test is invalid. If there's a line under the C and a line under the T, that's a positive result. If there's just a line under the C, that's a negative result. And it also says that the line under the T could be very faint, but I don't know if you can see.
Wow.
Bringing it to the camera properly, but looking
I
at this
just
through the
want to
magnifying
make
glass,
sure
there is no line, faint or
we don't
otherwise,
fool
under
around
the
at
T.
this lab.
So that is a negative test, which is a good thing. And that's why you get the 2 tests in the box. So I think this is a great thing. And you can check the latest price, but on Amazon it was, I think, $17.99 with free shipping. And it is the 2 tests in the 1 box, eye health. And so this is the very negative Dick Bartolo talking to you in a very positive way. Bye.
Yeah, you didn't study hard enough, Dickie D. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Well, I just noticed on their Amazon page, you have 2 options to buy this. You can either buy 1 pack, or you can buy 90.
Oh, isn't that a riot? Yes. I'm not quite sure how they worked that out. Let's see. It's such a hard decision. Do I want the
Do I want
one
one?
or the 90?
I get 90. That is so funny. 1 rating. No, I've read this rating already. This bad rating. It's upset that the expiration dates are less than the others. That's your
Now
one bad review.
Mine was dated. Mine came from them, but it was dated for use by May, so that's 5 months out.
Right. Right. This person. How could they even take this photo? This person's positive. Oh my gosh.
Exactly.
So yeah, that's very similar to the other antigen test that I've taken. The difference being they have a little card that you use. You take that solution and you put it into the card. Then you take your swab and you stick that also into the card, and then you twist it around to like get it all to work. Then leaving it all together, you close the card, and one of the sides of the card has has a strip in it.
The line thing. Oh,
right, it has the line thing in it. So this one, they're kind of removing that whole thing, and you just put it right in the solution, twist it, try to make sure to scrape off anything else into the solution, drop the solution onto the pregnancy test, and then you see if you're positive or not. $17.
Now, I saw an ad at CVS, but they were $30, not this brand, but CVS COVID home test was $30.
Yes. So this is the one that I tested. It's 23 now.
It's on. Okay, you know what? It's probably different in Manhattan.
It might be. It very well might be. So yeah, it's less. Now, there's also these people, Abbott, they sell another version of this that is basically approved to be used as like an antigen test that you could like a doctor would give you. Still not the PCR, yes. It's still not a PCR. It's still just the antigen test. But what they do, it's the exact same test, but you are on a video call with a registered person. I doubt that it's a nurse, but it's someone who's trained. And you have to be on the video call while you perform the test. So they make sure that you perform it all correct, that everything about the test is correct, and then they'll email you, a piece of paper that says, I'm negative or whatever. And that costs extra.
And what does that cost?
Let me find that one. Oh my gosh.
Because that's worth it than not having to go anywhere, right?
Right. And so that gives you that piece of paper that this is a registered antigen test. COVID test. Gosh, what do they call that? With telehealth?
Chumley says, I doubt it. It should be covered by a medical person.
Test for travel. Here it is. I don't know this website. optimum. Let's see the price. $70. So on this website, this is the first one that I was able to click. And you get 2 packs, and the 2 packs have 2 tests. So you get 4 tests.
Okay.
Let's
So is it going to be the same? You'll have to get on with that person 24 hours later?
No, so it's the same. It's the exact same 15 minutes. So you get on the call, you do the test, they hang up on you basically for 15 minutes. Then they come back and they interpret the results with you. And then if you're positive or negative, they immediately.
Okay,
send
so you don't have to
result.
take the second test.
Right. Okay. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. You don't have to
Okay.
take the second test. No.
All right. Well, $70.
Yeah. For travel.
It's interesting.
Yeah, and
Now-
it's just a really interesting way to do the telehealth. It's do a telehealth version of this.
I wonder if health plans cover that.
I wonder too. Good luck,
Yeah, exactly.
I took this test. Give me some money back. Yeah.
Now, iHealth said you can manage group testing with a mobile app where the administrator of a small group monitors and tracks the group members' test results as needed by school, work, or an event.
Interesting. Huh.
Let's say what that cost.
Yeah. That would be
But-
nice. I mean, because we literally just did an event where everyone was tested. We had to, it was after that, unless you were there or when they arrived, you just kind of assumed that they had taken the test. So yeah, that's cool. That's neat. iHealth.
All right. iHealth.
Perfect. Well, with that, we are headed into the very last.
You know you don't need it, but you might want it at Chad's Crappy Corner. Get it?
Okie dokie. So this is the last of the travel gadgets. And I had hoped to take this travel gadget with me and use on the plane, but I never got a good chance to do it. This isn't the same issue as that I had with the seat cover. I had a different issue, which is that none of my seats were compatible with this device. By the way, this is kind of almost like a fun what the heck is it? Any idea what the heck this thing does?
A getaway license plate where you don't want people to know.
This is the license plate cover for the Tesla. No, not quite. I'll give you a hint. Here you go. That's your hint.
God, put
It's
it
like-
in between the seats in case you drop something.
It's a little divider. It's like, please, this is my seat. No. No. Chumley's got it. It's a way to keep your phone from sliding around. It is a phone holder. But this is like the weirdest phone holder I have ever seen. And so
Looks like-
what you're supposed to do is take this and then bend it however you want. So it's like, okay, so this will be what holds the phone. So I'll bend that up. And then I kind of want it to sit on the tray table here. So let's get a good angle there. And then I can take my phone and set it on there to however I want. And so, whoops. Oh, it didn't even
And it
work.
holds it nicely in place.
I need to go get my phone. I'm all wired up. I actually don't think I can get across the table that way. I'm gonna have to. One second.
Send Charlie the dog to get it.
1 second. I'll get this.
Oh my God. Oh my God. As he changes cameras 100 times by
Whoa.
laying on the keyboard.
Okay. Did I mess anything up? Okay. I hope not. There we go. So you can throw your phone on it, and however you want to set it up, you can. So if I wanted, more or less bend, you can do that. Can I? There is a little bit of this that's it's just foam. It's not the metal part. So it looks like this is the smallest amount that I can bend this to get it there. There you go. Let's see. Did I break anything? There we go. So that's it. Holding my phone so it doesn't fall. It can work with tablets and whatnot. But one of the things that it was really kind of promoting was that this could be wedged into the tray table. So you could wedge this into the tray table, close it, and then it would be at an eye level for you to use it nicely.
Oh, that would be good.
Yeah, so here, let's go and actually check out the Amazon page. So here it is. Here's the idea behind it. And like I said, so they're using, in this photo, this is a pocket. You can see the documents, the like safety documents back there, and the tray table's under here. But then in another photo, I guess this is wedged where the tray table would go, and so the tray table's still up like that. So they've wedged it in to where the tray table would go. And so same sort of thing. Here it is wedged in there. And the issue that I ran into is on none of my flights did I have a working tray table like this. On my first flight, I was upgraded to first class, and the tray tables come out of the arm. On the second flight, I had normal coach, but my seat was the first row. And so I had a wall in front of me, so I didn't get a tray table then. And then I got upgraded first class and upgraded first class again, and so I never had a chance to use it. So anyway, there's that. So if you're worried about getting upgraded, I wouldn't buy this.
Right.
I guess it's inexpensive. It's $10.
Right.
My only question is it good?
Boy, I don't know why. I hate all that printing all over it.
Right?
Oh, it
has amazing reviews.
Unbelievable. 4.5 stars from 1,700 people.
I don't think that 1,700 people bought this. That's just my impression. I feel like there's something better than this out there in the world. Maybe I'm
do too.
Too pessimistic about it. And then, oh, by the way, once you're done, one nice thing is that it really does fold flat. You know, you can, after you're done with it, you can get it back to throwing this into a backpack. It'll take up no space, that sort of thing. Now, I did notice in the reviews, some people were upset because theirs were kind of peeling apart. So there's that metal plate in there sandwiched between the two foam halves. And so I did see that a few times, is that the metal plate would get, would separate. So there's a few of those. There you go. There's the person using it correctly. That's the Southwest flight to hold their stuff. There's not a phone on there, but there it is. Now that's it. Okay, one more thing, one final thing. Doesn't this seem like it's covering a lot of the screen?
That's
the one other thing is that I feel, I was trying to get to that earlier, is even at the smallest amount bent up, it does cover up a bit of the screen. So there you go. But that's the gadget. The flight flap, forgot to mention, it's called the flight flap. The original flight flap, phone and tablet holder, specifically designed for air travel. And it has all the instructions on it and everything, just printed right on the flap. So if you want this, it's $10 for the flight flap. They make a XL version, a Pro version, in case you're a professional. You need some Pro stuff. And then I also didn't notice a lot of other non-flight flap branded, like this Flexi, iFlex, stuff like that. So if you don't want to pay that premium for the flight flap brand, you may be able to do some searching. It's not non-stick. So Marshall was asking.
Strange, I think.
It's not non-stick. It's exactly what you would think of if you thought of foam. like it's that kind of slick layer of foam. Here's how as non-stick as as it gets. Okay,
Says the man who just climbed over his desk to try and get his phone off the floor.
Exactly. Here it is, straight, and then there we go. That's about as and that's with a case. If I take this case off, now it's metal on foam. Now there's an added layer of danger because if it falls, I might break my phone.
Eric Duckman said it's so bad, no one's knocked it off.
Even the Chinese factories looked at that and went, no, that's a little too cheap for us.
Yeah.
So the flight flap works as a great fan too. Okie dokie. That's the last of my travel gadgets. Thanks to all the patrons who voted on the travel gadget theme. There'll be a new theme next month. So please keep your eyes out for that on the Patreon. If you want to support the Patreon right now, now's the time to do it so that you can get a voting on next month's Crappy Corner. With that, let's head on to Dick's Gadget Warehouse.
They're geeky and they're goofy, together they are loopy. When gadgets pass away, he takes them out to play. In Dick's Gadget Warehouse.
All right, so we have no new warehouse videos. So I thought, what was the first warehouse video I ever made? Because whatever the gadget was, that would be a warehouse video. So this is the first video I ever made about a gadget, but I guess I just made it for YouTube because at the end of it, I say, be sure to listen to me on the Giz Wiz. So like the first 4 years of Giz Wiz was just audio. Anyway, it turns out it's a product still being made. And here it is.
Interesting.
Hey, it's Dick D. Bartola, Mads try to end the Giz Wiz.
This is 14 years ago.
Called Cyberlink UCam. It's a new program. It's only about $30, but as you make little videos, you can do amazing things. You can have birds fly through. And let me tell you, this is a knockout kind of program. A knockout kind of program. I really love it. Let's celebrate with Cyberlink UCam. You can get a bright idea. You can love this program. Love it, love it, love it. Let's do the birds again. So as you record video, you can add all these little special effects. I think it's really great. Let's do something else down here. Ooh, that's too springy. Let's do something. Oh, that's too rosy. What do we got here? Oh, it's not my birthday. My birthday just passed. Anyway, that gives you an idea of what you can do with. Let's try that. Oh, this is great for that. Jingle bells, jingle bells. Anyway, Cyberlink UCam, it's about $30, and it's at cyber, C-Y-B-E-R, link.com. Okay, this is Dick Bartola, the Giz Wiz, Mad Magazine's Maddest Writer. I'll hear you, or rather you'll hear me, on the Daily Giz Wiz. And my website is gizwiz.biz. G-I-Z-W-I-Z-B-I-Z. G-I-Z-W-I-Z.B-I-Z.
Also, 14 years ago, cameras weren't really that good.
Exactly. And audio, too. Holy moly. Yeah. Also, our, gosh, what's the word? $30 for software. It's just like, oh.
Oh, yes. And 14 years ago.
Who pays $30?
That's like $50 now. Now, you know what? They're still charging for it. It turns out that there's a free version. I read somewhere that someone said, oh, you can now get it free. It's included in Windows Vista.
What?
So this says, free download.
It looks like, yeah, they have a free version. Business users, maybe they have to spend some money. Who would? What business? Home users.
I hope they added something to it other than those 6 things.
You would hope. Get creative with photo editing. Woo!
Oh, 200 effects now.
Yeah.
And I guess you can draw on the screen.
Emoji. They've caught on to the emoji craze. Real-time video effects. That is so funny. It works with Skype and whatever this thing is.
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
Cloud U. I have no idea. What is this? Cyberlink U meeting. Ah!
Oh, they have their own.
Okay, isn't Google Hangouts dead?
I think so.
And on their own
and they
website?
don't even mention Zoom.
They don't.
So I guess maybe they are gone.
Yeah, maybe they are. Holy moly. When was the let's look at their blog. When was the last time they uploaded their blog?
Last date.
August 26th. Huh. They're just not.
Oh, wait a minute.
What?
Oh, okay. No.
What?
It's so funny, Chad. I forget that we have our super on the screen, and I'm thinking, oh, the second thing down mentions the Giz Wiz.
Look at everybody was like, then we go here, let's get rid of this. Look, they even featured the Giz Wiz on their blog post. We were, they featured the Giz Wiz right down there.
Yeah, they have that 14-year-old clip. It's still up there.
They love it. They watch that every day. That is so funny. Interesting. Cyberlink. I'm surprised in the 14 years it didn't switch hands, this software.
That's interesting. That's very interesting.
I can't believe that they still.
Paul CG says his old laptop still runs Vista. Well, Paul, you're lucky. You can get it for free.
There you go. UCam 9 Deluxe. Oh, okay. So apparently I found I found a different page. This website is very confusing. It was $50. Now it's $35.
What?
Yeah. Yeah.
The best webcam software. Oh, I guess now. Okay, so now it's just not adding. You need. I'm amazed they don't mention Zoom.
Yeah. AR makeup. You want to put on some augmented reality makeup? Oh, look, here it is. You don't even need to put up makeup in the morning. Huh.
Anyway.
You can do all of this, by the way. All of it. With OBS. Yeah. Open Broadcast Software. OBS can do all of the stuff it's talking about. And that is free. Well supported, well documented, and we're using it right now.
Okay, yeah,
yeah. This is here. It's gonna break the stream for me to show it to you, but here, this is what we use to switch the show. It's gonna go into double mode here because I'm showing what it is doing. Yeah. But this is...
And they like Giz Wiz so much, they have it up there twice.
They got like 8 logos of it. But yeah, that we use this every day. And it's great. I love OBS, so that'll just work. Okie dokie. With that warehouse, how can people send in their own warehouse videos?
They can make a video, and they should, because we need some, okay? A video, anything to do with a gadget, all right? We love it if you have a gadget that's in the drawer, in the cellar, in the attic, because when you bought it, it was, whoa, such a hot thing. But now, like this, it's kind of really old-fashioned. Make a little video, 1 to 3 minutes, shoot in the horizontal plane, make sure we can hear you and see the gadget, and put it up on YouTube, okay? There's a drop-down menu. You can click unlisted. Then only people with the URL will be able to see it. And if we show it on the show, we're showing 99% of everything we get. You get the current issue of Mad Magazine and fame from people going, "What? You made a video that was shown on the Giz Wiz? How is that possible?" The URL goes to mail@gizwiz.tv. Okay. And we need something for next show. Okay. On December 2nd, a Thursday. Mail@gizwiz.tv. Make a video, please.
Do it now. With that, let's move on to the letter.
Become the letters, your lovely letters. Become the Giz Wiz letters now.
And our email is from John Firth, and I think John is sending this in because of the plug where we say, make sure it's in a horizontal plane. John Firth says, subject, landscape filming with a mobile phone. Hi, Dick and Chad. I have an app on my phone which you can film landscape no matter which angle the camera is pointing. Here's a link to it on Google Play, and I also believe it's available on iOS, and we will put the link in the show notes. Now, I was hunting for an email right before the show, so I haven't downloaded this, but I read a few of the reviews, and someone said, I like it because if it's a vertical video, it'll show it horizontally. It'll be slightly zoomed in because I guess it has to do that to change the plane.
Right.
But it is free. It seems to have gotten some good reviews. So you can check it out with the link.
You're definitely going to get a higher quality video if you do rotate your camera correctly. Because, I mean, as you can see from like this image, right? There's all this data. It's not getting recorded because it is cropping all of it out.
Yes.
So that it can be the correct orientation. So interesting. I'm going to mute.
And in 2014, it was rated best app by Tech Radar.
This looks like a Nexus 5 that they're using there. That looks like an old camera. That is a Nexus 5. Pretty sure.
It's old technology week here on the Giz Wiz.
Yeah. Holy moly. That's pretty. Yeah, 2014. Huh. See, I wish that companies would just because the sensor is tradition. I would assume that the sensor on the phone could be made square, you know? And in fact, I think it might even be, but I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe it is 16 by 9. And just do that naturally. Just use the pixel, but use full resolution pixels.
Oh, I see.
You know, it's not. It is possible to record with holding your phone like this, and it still gets a 16:9 image if the sensor and the operating system would do that. You know, I don't know if it's built in, but like I don't know if you remember the old were they the Flick cameras or something?
Oh,
it was
it was called the Flip, wasn't it?
Yeah. What was that? Yeah, there it is, the Flip. There it is. And so this camera, you would hold.
Yes, the Flip.
Vertically, but it would capture a landscape video. It was just, I just feel like most people hold their phones like this. They would love to take landscape video. I wish that they made the sensors such that it would capture full frame 1080p.
I see. That's interesting.
This way or this way, and they just had to tell it, you know, just crop out.
Somewhere I have a flip phone that ABC gave reporters flip phones.
Oh yeah. Oh, and it wasn't even a phone. It was just a camera. It was just a camera.
That's right. It was just a camera.
Right.
That's right. It was just a camera, and it was relatively inexpensive. It was like $100 and something.
Right. I remember there was a YouTube event where they gave all these YouTubers these cameras, and all these YouTubers were using them for a long time, a very long time.
Yes.
Yeah, it's interesting. It basically feels like the predecessor to GoPros, and now
In a way,
uses just a GoPro for that type of stuff.
The only thing is, I don't think they had an external mic input in them.
No, yeah. I remember that they ended up coming out with a whole bunch of different lines, and maybe one of the old.
Maybe they did. They might have, because if the network was handing them out, they probably had a way to use an external mic.
Right. Well, very cool. Thanks for the letter. I also want to say thank you to our patrons over at patreon.com/Giz Wiz. Thank you guys so much for your support. Really, really appreciate it. If you enjoy the Giz Wiz, please consider giving back over at patreon.com/Giz Wiz. If you are a patron, you will get to vote on next month's theme for the crappy gadget. And of course, you support the show, which we thank immensely. Thank you immensely for that. You can head over to gizwiz.tv, click on the Patreon tab, and find a PayPal link if you want to give via PayPal instead of Patreon. However you give, thank you so much. Speaking of gizwiz.tv, that's where you can watch the show live just about every Thursday. If we have a schedule change, it'll be listed at the top of the website. Here we are right there. Hi, Mom. Hi, Grandma. How's it going? And chat along with us in the chat room. If you need to pop that out, irc.gizwiz.tv is the place to go for that. Or you can watch any of our previous episodes there on the website. Head on over to gizwiz.biz. That's Dickie D's website, where he writes up articles about all of the gadgets that we talk about on the show. So if you're looking for an Amazon link or a description about something that we covered, head on over to gizwiz.biz. While you're there, play What the Heck Is It? This is an entire gadget, the whole gadget. So if you need to figure out what this gadget is, or you know what it is, get a guessing over at gizwiz.biz. I don't mean to tell you the answer, but this is a tenderizer, like a meat tenderizer, but for specifically tough balloons. So it'll tenderize those balloons. If you got some stiff...
Perfect for the Thanksgiving Day parade.
Exactly. If you think you know what this is, get a guess in 6 Mad Magazines for correct answers, 12 Mad Magazines for funny, clever, hilarious, or interesting answers. So get a guess in over at gizwiz.biz. That about wraps it up for our show. Let me just double check. There's no schedule changes.
We're back to Thursday next week.
We have a lot of Thursdays coming up, unless something changes. And we'll see you next week.
I'll be here.